Hello everyone, welcome back to the KMTRADERS channel. So giving an update with New Zealand dollar to the US dollar. So what we saw from last week was that drop into the market, and with the NFP we can see that prices quickly return to potentially retest this uptrend right now. So my reasoning for updating this video was because I was expecting price to push up just a little bit higher before we had that rollover towards the downside. So I wasn't essentially expecting this price run towards the downside just yet, but nonetheless that we can see that right now. I just want to present some opportunities for those who are interested with this pair. So we can see price pushing lower, and we've had that quite strong retraction from the NFP, pushing price up to retest that uptrend. So potentially the options are that, as stands, is that we do have a potential retrace all the way within this range here, so between 0.73 and where price action is right now. We could see a potential turnover towards the downside and then have that push and drive all the way down into 0.69, and that again is our anticipated target for this pair still. And again, if this does turn over, it will be quite it will be quite obvious with the momentum, and you should be able to see price action completely melt with price. So it shouldn't be too hard to tell, but as we can see right now, we can see that there is some bearish players coming into play right now. It's totally up to the market if it's going to respect this push lower, and if everyone else is also convinced that this is going to push the market lower. So that's why it brings me to my second scenario, where this isn't the anticipated bearish run. This is just the fake out. So as we can see, we've got the uptrend nicely here, and as you can see, prices dropped in quite nicely, but also ended up rejecting it just on the tip. So if we can carefully monitor price action over the next few days or so, what could happen is that we could see price push up higher, potentially into 0.735 within this level, and then have a potential turnover pushing lower into 0.69. So to me, that does stand as a possibility, and an equal possibility. So that's why I wanted to leave that as a potential scenario. I'm not saying it will definitely hit 0.735 and then turn over. It's basically this range that we can fill and cover into, and it's totally up to the price action where it will reject from. So that's ultimately where I see price turning over if we do see any rejections. And again, I can't stress that enough, that I don't say that price is definitely going to turn over. We are following price action rules here, so I could be ultimately wrong. And how would I know if price a sell bias is wrong? And for me, it's if we break this high here at 0.745. So if we start to see more of price pushing up here, or breaking up above this level, and seeing a retest at 0.745, we could see the more of a bull run here. So but for for price to get up to here, by then I should we should be already pretty much covering this scenario. If it does get up to here, it'll be quite obvious. It won't just happen all over a sudden, but if it does, it would be a one-off and a very rare moment. So like I said, it will gradually go up if we start to see more of a bull run, and if we start to see this sell-off opportunities, we'll start to see that equally with time, and we just have to obviously stay patient with this. So pretty much that's all I wanted to discuss for this pair. So if you are new to this channel, we do have a trading group that you can join. Link is in the description. If you have any other questions, feel free to leave them in the comment section below, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can do. And that'll be all. So thank you very much for your time, guys, and we'll see you all in our next video.